Hello, my friends. Today we are working on Unit 4, Lesson 14, whoopsie, page 193. When we look at page 193, we immediately notice something important, and that is that we have subtraction and addition, minus, plus. And so we need to really pay attention to the sign closely as we work through these equations. I am going to ask you to do 9 of these equations. I will solve 3 of them with you, and then you're going to do the other 6 on your own. But if you want to just go ahead and do all 9 of these equations, then jump over to iReady to work on your iReady skills, then you're welcome to do that. But if you want to work with me, I am here with you. We're going to do numbers 1, 2, and 3, and then you can pick whichever other 6 that you want to do on this page. It doesn't matter to me. You're practicing good stuff no matter what, but you need to complete 9 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and start with number 1. As always, you know me, I like to work on a piece of notebook paper. So 91 minus 63, right here. Okay, first things first, we're going to ask that magical question. What is that magical question? The magical question is, can we subtract 3 from 1? If we have 1, can we give 3 of them away? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. We need to go over here and take one of the 10s away from this 9. So we're going to hop over to that 9 and say, give me your 10. So we're going to X out that 9. We're going to make it an 8 because we're taking one of those 10s. And so we're going to take all those 10s, boop, 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 come over here and add them to that 1. 10 plus 1 equals 11. So now we have our equation is ready to go. Something that might help some of you, and this is something I do a lot when we're in class, is I put a line down the middle of it so that you can make sure and keep the 10s and 1s separately or separate. Sometimes when we're doing this kind of math, it gets a little bit messy and a little bit tricky. If you want to, we can still make these pictures. I love the pictures. But I also don't want to overwhelm you since we're not working together and I can't watch you super closely. I want to make sure and just keep this as accessible as possible for you. So if the pictures confuse you, don't worry about the pictures for right now. So if we were doing the pictures though, we would be Xing out one of these 10s and breaking it apart. Just like that. So now, and you can see that we took one of those 10s by Xing it out, and we made it go over here to the 1s, and so we have this big group of 1s instead of just having one little 1 up there all by itself. And the next part would be to do our subtraction. So we can do 11 minus 3, 11, 10, 9, 8. 11 minus 3 is 8. And we can subtract 3 over here as well and count those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, it matches up. And now we have these 8 10s here, and we have 8 10s right here. We're going to subtract 6 of them. 8 take away 6 equals 2. And I'm going to go ahead and X out 6 of these. 1, 2, sorry, I won't be that annoying person who counts out loud and distracts you. And our total is 28. So this is number 1 right there. If you want to just do this, that's okay. If you want to just do this, that's okay. If you're counting up from 63 to 91, that is not okay. We need to have a strategy to solve because we're going to be working with numbers in the thousands as we get older, and we can't just count up to a number in the thousands. That just doesn't work. It takes too long. All right, number 2, let's first look at that sign right there. What do we have here? Go ahead and unmute yourself and say it. Thank you. Yeah, we are going to add here. So 36 plus 9. Now this one right here, we're working with a really small number. So it totally makes sense if you go 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and you get 45. That makes sense. So if you wanted to just count on your fingers up to 45, you can do that. If you want to exchange tens and ones, it would look like this. We could add 9 plus 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We would put our new 10 up here, and then 3 tens plus 1 10 is 4. So then we end up with 45. We put our 10 up here and our 5 down there. If we want to draw a picture, it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'd have 9 ones over here. And then we would be like, oh my gosh, we can make a new 10. Look at this. We're gonna circle this, or box it, whatever, cross it out, and we have a new 10 there, and we add that up, and that's 45. So that's what a proof drawing for that one could look like. So no matter how you solve it, it's fine. You just need to make sure that you have the right answer. Okay, last one we're gonna do together. I'm not gonna do it for you. You're gonna do it for me with me. Number 3, number 3, number 3. Oh yeah, wait and see, number 3. 174. Are we adding or subtracting, y'all? Thank you. We are subtracting. Yeah, we're gonna have to pay close attention because look at that. It was add or subtract, add, subtract, add, subtract, add, subtract, add, subtract, add, subtract, add. So, oh my gosh, there's just so many different ways, different equations here that are just add and subtract and flip-flopping back and forth like crazy. So you're gonna have to pay really close attention to that. All right, 100 minus 74. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and draw a picture first. Since it's subtraction, we're just drawing that number on the top. But now what should I do, everybody? How many of you would draw this picture and break that apart? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and break it apart then. Do I need to break it apart further? Yep. Look at that. We had to break that 100 down to 9 tens and 10 ones. Oh my gosh. But what would we do over here to go ahead and get that going? Yeah, we can't do 0 minus 4, and we can't do 0 minus 7, so we have to go over here to this 10 and break it apart, just like what we did over here. So we're going to add that 10 tens to that 0 tens, and that becomes 10 tens right there. Are we done though? No, we broke that apart even further, and we made it 10 ones. So I'm going to get a different color pen again, X out that 10, because now we have 9 tens, just like right there, and we're going to add those 10 ones over to the 0. So now we have 10 ones. Let me put my lines in here again too, because oh my gosh, my brain is going crazy trying to figure things out. Are we ready to do our subtraction now? Totally. What's 10 take away 4? Thank you. It's 6. And we're going to do 10 take away 4 over here. Cross out 4 of those, and look at that. We have 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ones. Now what will we do? What are we going to do here? Yeah, 9 take away 7. What do we end up with? That's right, we have 2 here, and the same thing here. Excuse me, I inhaled wrong. We're gonna go ahead and X out 7 of these 9s. I use a different color pen just because it helps me to keep things straight. And I think it shows you guys a little bit better. And check that out. We have 2 10s left over. So we end up with 26. All right. Y'all are bosses. You know what to do. I have confidence that you are getting this. And as we continue to practice, I know it's getting easier. I'm gonna leave this up here for just a moment. So if you need to finish up with working with these or looking at them to build your confidence, you can do that. And then if you don't have your math sheets, it's right here for you, my friends. You can copy the equations down right there. Take a picture of your 9 equations. Remember, 9 equations. And turn those into me on Seesaw.